Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. To get the Pegasus Strike, you need to activate the Sentinel artifact at the beginning of your game. This is found in the amphitheater, as you can see here. You need to go up to the blue artifact, hold square on it, and a lockdown will begin. You'll need to shoot the skeletons that spawn in the head in order to kill them, and then a bunch of zombies will spawn in, and you just need to survive long enough for Pegasus to come in and save your butt. Once that happens, a max ammo will spawn, and you'll be able to move on to collecting the Bridal, which is the next part of this process. There are 2 spawn points for the Bridal of Pegasus. It's going to be a gold horse bridle. The first possible spawn point is in the intersection of treasuries, just here on this white pillar with gold trimmings, and there is another possible spawn that I'm going to show you from a separate gameplay here, on another white pillar with gold trimmings in the Stoa of the Athenians. When you grab it, a giant with 6 arms is going to spawn in, and this guy is easily killed if you're using a specialist weapon, and can also be killed by shooting its red scar on its back, or its red scar on its front. When it dies, it will drop a shield part, but this isn't a shield guide, so we're not going to worry about that too much right now. We're going to focus on jumping on Pegasus. Now, this becomes available once you've got the Bridal. You're going to want to head down to the Zeus perk, around where the Spartans are, and in front of Zeus, Pegasus will come and hover in the air for you to be transported with all of your teammates, and I stress, you need all of your teammates to come and do this the first time it happens, to get transported to this new area of the map, which people are referring to as like an Underworld sort of thing. So once everyone's standing on the circle in your game, you hold square, you'll see a cool cinematic, and you'll then be dropped off in the Underworld. You'll spawn in facing Odin, and the first thing you need to do is do a 180. Then come down this corridor, and you'll see the first possible spawn point on this rubble. The second possible spawn is going to be just down the slope to the side of Odin this time, in the fire that you can see here, or in the fire that you can see here. I believe it should probably be in the one on the right-hand side. And the third possible spawn is going to be back towards the wall by that you just ran past on this piece of rock. As you can see, I got it there in my game, right in front of that rebuildable barrier. We're then going to run down the slope on the right-hand side to Python Pass. The first spawn for the second part is going to be around this kind of ribcage structure thing that you got going on here, somewhere around there. The second possible spawn is going to be really nearby, just below this torch, somewhere against this wall, so sweep that wall. And the third possible spawn is going to be just down towards where the bird cage is going to be, if you're not in a mutations game, on the right-hand side. And the part itself, by the way, is a big hammer, as you can see. You can also see that this is right near where the Titan wall bite is, if you need an extra point of reference. We're then going to run past where the Pack-a-Punch is located, and we're going to be looking for an anvil this time. Again, there are 3 possible spawns here. If you head up this slope towards where the other bird cage is located, near that big snake's mouth, you should be able to turn left and see the anvil right where I have it in my game on this stone platform. The second possible spawn is going to be up the slope once more. We're going to be looking on the right-hand side this time as we come out of this little area on this kind of square-looking rock. And the third spawn is right by here, next to this pillar that you can see on my left-hand side, and it's going to be basically behind it if you're coming down the slope. So, once you've got all 3 of those, you're then going to be able to craft the item that you've been watching this entire guide for, your Pegasus Strike. So, head over to the Forge of Hephaestus and craft it right there. It will then go into your inventory straight away once it's crafted, and it will go into the mystery box for other players to be able to get as well if you've got multiple people in the game. Pegasus basically attracts all the zombies to the staff and also damages them by sending out lightning shocks, and this thing's going to recharge just like a Wraithfire might recharge or something like that. It actually recharges pretty quickly, so I think this thing is really useful throughout this map's gameplay, and I highly recommend you build this thing because it's also useful for the Easter egg as well. Hopefully this guide has been useful for you guys. Drop a like if it has been, and I'll see you in my other Ancient Evil videos. Bye for now.